You know, Dean and I just finished up a real short, nasty, miserable rainy day out here on the lake, and we're getting all tied up ready to head home. So I just want to kind of go over some things that I do and kind of my walkthrough as I'm getting ready to trailer the boat home real quick. First of all, we cover the boat every time. It keeps the road grime off, stops getting rock chips on the windshield, just keeps everything out of the boat, keeps the boat looking nice, looking fresh, looking new. We use the snap rail on the side of the boat. We use a snap cover. Very, very easy to put on. Obviously, you want to have your back of your transom tied down. When I buy my Polarcraft, I make sure I get the high quality ratcheting straps on the back. That's something I order as an option. I like these ratcheting straps. Just pull them up, ratchet them tight, and I get mine nice and tight. I make sure that I can get them real tight so they're holding that boat down to the trailer. In Michigan, we're required to empty our live well and to take our drain plugs out. So that's something you should do anyway. Always keep your drain plug out. That way any rain or any moisture gets in your boat, it's going to run out. Always use a motor support bar. I see a lot of folks just use this little switch up here to hold their motor onto the frame. Stop doing that when you're trailing. Use a motor support bar, because what that does is that takes all the pressure of this engine on the transom and transfers all that pressure when you're going down the road. And if you live in Michigan like we do, or the upper Midwest, you know the roads are terrible. There's not any shocks on a trailer. So all of that force of that motor going up and down on those crappy roads is now transferred to the trailer, not to the mounting bracket of the motor. So use a good motor toter. That's going to help you. It's going to save your motor, save your transom, and keep you safe. The next thing I do is I use a little chock to keep my hydraulic steering nice. Now the hydraulic steering obviously has a ram that goes through there and it moves. If you trailer a lot with that uncovered or where the motor can actually get a little slop in it, you're going to get some dirt in your hydraulic steering cylinder. That's going to mess up your hydraulic steering. So these are made by a company called Gatorback, and all they do, they're just a nice thick hard rubber, and they actually snap right over your hydraulic cylinder on both sides of the cylinder. They snap on the rod, and now they stop that motor from going side to side. Just a little extra protection to keep these high quality motors, these expensive motors, running good. Obviously another tie down strap. Make sure your ladder is up on top. Again, we're all covered up, all ready to go. Something else I do, obviously I've got a dual axle trailer on my Kodiak. I run 2 spare tires. I have a spare tire on each side. The reason I do that is this. My thought is if I'm going to run over something that punctures a tire, I probably punctured both of them on that side. So I have 2 spare tires. That's something I learned tournament fishing. You always want to make sure you've got one of everything you need and a backup just in case. So I run 2 spare tires, one on each side of the boat. Just makes me feel a little safer, especially if I'm traveling at night or through some unpopulated areas or have a long ride. I know I can replace both tires, not have to stop and get a tire until I get to where I'm going. Then obviously a good quality winch. I winch up nice and tight up against the bow roller, put my safety chain on. Make sure I always check my safety chains on my trailer, make sure we're plugged in real good, and I always make sure I put the lock pin in for my trailer hitch. That's just a real simple walk down that I do every time we put the boat on the trailer, which is a lot of times a year. Get a plan, guys. Get good quality equipment. Think about a double spare tire, good quality tie downs, a good motor toter bar. Have a plan, no matter who helps you. If you're the boat owner, make sure you have a plan and you make that final walkthrough to make sure that everything is good. You're responsible as the boat owner to make sure everything's taken care of. Have a plan, make a little list, do a walkthrough. You're going to be safe every time you travel. You're going to get to your fishing spots and catch a lot more fish when you get there.